I always followed the traditional bulking advice. Eat big to get big. Eat as much as you possibly can throughout the day. Eat more, you're not eating enough. This led to me spinning my wheels at the start of my gym journey and not making the progress that I wanted to. I didn't see the weight scale go up as much as it should have done for at least 6 months to a year into the gym. Over half a decade later, through following some paradoxical advice to that, I've been able to gain over 60 pounds of lean mass, and in 3 separate bulks of 6 months, I've been able to gain 20 pounds plus in each of those periods. And this has also helped some of my clients gain over 10 pounds in just 3 months following this advice. And this advice is really simply put: eat as little as possible to get big. What I mean by this is that you want to eat as little volume of food as possible in order to achieve the calorie surplus goal throughout the day. And in order to do this, and in order to actually eat less and eat as little volume as possible, this basically means that you need to start eating calorie dense meals. Now, if you've never heard of calorie dense meals before, this basically just consists of meals that are highly calorific, but they're smaller in volume. A great example I could give you is I could give you portion A of a meal and I could give you portion B. Portion A is double the size of portion B. However, portion A is half the calories of portion B. Which one is going to help you more? Eating as much volume as possible and feeling full and eating half the calories, or eating less food, probably still having some room to eat more food later and having double the calories at the same time? Of course, portion B. You want to be minimizing the volume and the amount of food you're eating and maximizing the calories within that. That's not me saying that you need to start eating pizzas, you need to start eating chocolate and unhealthy things like that, because you want to keep things healthy, and if you don't, you're going to just get fat and you're going to feel awful, you're going to spike your sugar levels, and you're not going to help yourself build muscle, and you're going to completely wreck your hormones in your body. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying that you need to start eating smart and not eating hard. And in order to take action on this, you just want to look at the meals that you're currently eating and think, how can I increase the density of this meal? What can I add to this meal that is going to increase the calories but not increase the volume? And I'll give you a fantastic example. So a staple meal of mine for years has been eggs. All right, scrambled eggs for a long time. And I looked at this meal and I was like, how can I increase the calories in this meal without increasing the volume of the meal? And I looked at the cheese in my fridge and it gave me a little look. And I gave the cheese a little look as well. Then I started sprinkling it on the eggs, mixed it in, and the volume of the food hadn't changed. I just added an extra 50 to 100 calories in cheese in there, which is actually decent for you. Fat, protein, right? It's not shit food. It's through this method and this way of thinking that eating in a calorie surplus and actually finishing your meals and having an appetite to eat becomes so much easier for you. Just little things like that, making those changes and just not trying to minimize the volume as much as possible and maximize the calories. That's what I mean by eating less to get big and eating as little to get as big as possible. So I haven't actually got much more to say. That is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have found this helpful, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment down below on how you're going to take action on this, or if you want to stay around for more tips and more tricks and more videos on this which will help you build muscle, then make sure to drop a subscription. It will really go a long way. If you want further help from me on how you can implement this, I have a free community. It'll be fantastic for you to join and you can get more tips and tricks which will help you eat as little as possible to get big. If you want to go one step further and you actually want to know exactly how I did this and how I can tailor my system to you and your lifestyle and how you can make the most progress as possible, just like my clients here who implemented this way of thinking and gained over 10 pounds in 3 months on average, I'm going to leave a link to my one-on-one coaching application in the top link in the description down below. But that's everything from me. Thank you very much. Go and start eating some calorie dense foods, eat as little as possible to get big, and I will see you soon.